before. I've already clicked start recording, so this is going to be CLG FC episode 59 actually now. So we did 57, that was the start of the season. We did 58. That was the draw that we had against Cologne, who have had two 1-1 draws. And now we are here with episode 59, which is going to be our third match of the season. We've got Langho under 21s coming up next. So, uh, as we continue to try to climb the English pyramid here, bottom to the top, say we are in level 17 now, 4 seasons in, Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League Division 3. West Ham lost to Chelsea. That's unfortunate. And okay, we're proud of our defensive efforts. That's from the post-match press conference from the previous episode. So there is that. We also have, I think, two under 18 games going on. Macclesfield under 18s coming up against Counter Logic under 18. So there is that. Cookies is doubtful for this one with the torn hamstring. He was out 3 to 5 weeks ahead of the Cologne game. So it'll be down to about 1 to 3 weeks. I don't think we're going to play him. I think we're going to let him fully recuperate. So if I go to medical center right now, Cookies is listed as 2 to 5 weeks. So 2 to 5 weeks. We got a few players with thigh strains as well, or tight hamstrings, bruised knee, nothing, bruised shin, I should say. Twisted knee for Dwight Bishop, bruised shin for Coney Kuhn from the game. Tyler Harrison with a tight hamstring. All nothing to be too concerned about. They'll be well and truly fine. So we do have that coming up, or at least Cookies being doubtful, I should say, coming up for the Langho under 21s game. Going to be an interesting test, I think. The side have really looked like they've missed him. Just through the middle of the park, we're not as potent. We're not finding the runs as much, and we're not winning the ball back as much in the middle of the park, and that's kind of all thanks to Cookies, really. So the sooner we get him back, the better. But I think we'll sit him out for the Langho under 21s game because it is a week between that and the game after that, and that might be just enough time for him. So you're talking about giving him 3 weeks. He's listed as 2 to 5. That might be enough. Langho under 21s are going to play Badger Casuals, and Standish St. Wilfrid's reserves have Rolls reserves. We beat Rolls reserves 2-0. It was a scrappy game. Took us 55 minutes to get good. It took us really 15 minutes just to get into the game, and then we didn't score until the second half. So it was a real scrappy first half. What an unbelievable game! Badger Casuals 5-4 on a 92nd minute goal to pip Langho under 21s and take all 3 points. Rolls Reserve do beat Standish St. Wilfrid's Reserve, so that result keeps us third for now, actually. So we are 2 points out of the promotion spots. The top 2 go up, and the bottom 2 go down. So we are trying to mainly be one of these 2 teams to get promoted again. We want to keep climbing. We'll see how that goes. Here's the training schedule for the coming weeks. Nothing huge. The players used to hate my training schedules when I would manually set it every day with new 3 sessions a day, constantly rotating through all of the available training. So I stopped this season, and I don't know if we keep the results keep going against us, we may need to pick it up. So there is that. Anyway, we do have let's see, 12 days still to the next fixture. I would like to get this win over Langho under 21s, really. Let's attend the staff meeting, and really the recommendations that they have I usually take. Contracts are one thing. I will really look at that. Sila being on the loan list. Is it going to get the playing time he needs here right now? But Sila's been playing in the under 18s, is he not? Yeah, he's been in the under 18s, so I think Styla's fine if he put, but he's 19 now. So we should send Silo on loan. I did Mackin, Aronson. Okay, we'll do it. You all four of you agree? We'll do it. I like Silo because he's been phenomenal for us. Really. Like when he's come on, he's been excellent. But you know, he's too old for the under 18 squad. Is he getting playing time? He's not, so we will have to move him to the under 21s. Yep. So I have to start paying attention to that kind of stuff too. So we came in and everybody was young, and now we're 4 seasons in, and we've got players who are going to be too old for the under 18s. We got players who are going to need to think about moving between squads. Players that were with us from the start, like Sila, um, we may have to think about dumping or loan listing or at least transferring out of the club. We can't have the sentimental value. That's what I tell myself, and then I always get sucked into it. You know what I mean? Like I tell myself, we can't have sentimental value make decisions on players, and then I get sucked into that mentality of doing it anyway. When certain players come up for contracts, so it's just like, fuck, man, I just got to do better. Leagues in focus. Let's do leagues in focus since it's come up. We do one every episode. Let's start with the league that is winding down, and that is MLS. Montreal secured a playoff spot. They are 5 clear now with only 1 game in pocket. That's NYCFC, Miami, DC United, Chicago, New England Revs, Atlanta United, Columbus Crew, Philadelphia Union just squeaking in. They have a game in hand, and they are 6 points clear over Cincinnati in 10th. Charlotte FC at the bottom as the worst team in MLS. Over in the West, we got the Galaxy top. They've secured a playoff spot. Kansas City has a playoff spot as well. Real Salt Lake is on the precipice in 3rd. Then it's Vancouver Whitecaps level on points with them in 4th. Portland is in 5th. The Timbers there. LAFC is 6th. Austin is 7th. Minnesota United is 8th. And then Houston Dynamo are 9th. They are level on points with Seattle, but the Dynamo have 2 games in hand. At the bottom is FC Dallas, who is only 3 points out of the playoff spot. So there's hope for them. There is not hope for Charlotte. They're out. They have essentially played 34 games, right? So you have 7 games left. That's 21 points. So they're not actually technically out of it just yet, I should say. 41 is the max they can go on. So they can finish as high as 5th mathematically. Over to the Premier League. Villa is at the top. Look at what you look. I get 5 wins from 5 for Aston Villa. They lead the league. Who did City lose to? They lost to Everton. Oh wow. Chelsea are 3rd. Then it's Newcastle. Forest 5th. Liverpool 6th. Everton 7th. Arsenal are now 8th. And my beloved West Ham are 9th. At the bottom, Brentford holding on by a point ahead of Brighton, Norwich City, and Southampton, who are at the bottom. Southampton yet to win any of their games, yet to get a single point on the board, actually. 3 teams that have yet to win are all in the relegation, and one of them is yet to get a single point. That's Southampton. Over Sky Bet Championship, it's still Portsmouth. They did drop their latest decision, by the way, to Luton Town. But they remain top by 3 points with a game in pocket over Sheffield United, who've climbed into the automatic promotion places. Palace trying to come back up are in 3rd. Then it's Coventry City. Blackburn Rovers trying to come back to the Premier League as well. And then Birmingham City as well. Luton on the outside looking in by just 2 goals on the goal difference. And Ipswich Town level on points with them as well. 1 point back is both Wolves and Burnley. And then you go down to the bottom. Lincoln City Imps are in 5th. They are level on points with Swansea, who's in the trap. Lincoln City is literally better by a goal. Swansea City is in 22nd. Preston North End off the foot of the table, but still just good enough for 23rd. They are 2 points adrift. Oxford United 2 points adrift at the bottom. Sky Bet League One. We got Charlton Athletic at the top by 2 points over Reading, and then it's Burton Albion in the playoff places with Bolton Wanderers, Cardiff City, and Stockport County. Salford City have fallen off the top spot after a draw and a loss. They are now outside the playoffs by 2 goals scored. And then it's Fleetwood Town also level on points. Is that 5 clubs level on 11 points with Fleetwood and Barnsley now as well, who's fallen out of the playoff places. Plymouth Argyle and Stoke City also falling pretty far down from the playoff places into 10th and 11th. They are 1 point back. At the bottom, it is Wycombe Wanderers who have climbed out of relegation by a goal. And so has Cambridge United. They've climbed out of relegation as well. They've bumped Leighton Orient and Chesterfield into the drop. Tranmere Rovers are there, Crewe Alexandra as well. So Chesterfield's 2 points adrift. Tranmere and Crewe Alexandra 3 points adrift. Sky Bet League 2, Carlisle United lead League 2. Forest Green Rovers, with 4 wins from their last 5 games, have moved up into the automatic promotion spots, along with the Dons of Wimbledon, who are in third on goal difference. Bristol Rovers are in fourth, and it's Peterborough United fifth. Grimsby Town is sixth. Barrow is in seventh by a point over Exeter City and Bradford City. At the bottom, Colchester United still at the foot of the table. Mansfield Town is 4 goals adrift, level on points with Rochdale in 22nd. The Vanarama National, again, it's Scunthorpe leading the charge. They have all 3 seasons prior, haven't been able to get out of Vanarama National. They lead the league here by a single point. Southend United are in second, and then it's AFC filed. Torquay United, Northampton Town, who is trying to come back up to Sky Bet League 2. Doncaster Rovers and Solihull Moors in the playoff places. Eastleigh and Maidenhead United are a point adrift. At the bottom, it is Hartlepool. Is that Hartlepool United? Who are at the foot of the table. They're 3 points adrift. Aldershot Town are a point adrift, along with Witton Albion, who have gotten 3 promotions in 3 years. Woking is also in the drop, but only by goal difference, by 4 goals to Harrogate Town. At the league directly above us, Fennis Cowls and Pleasanton Reserves lead the way. They are on 6 points. They are 2 points clear of the division. Astley Reserves are in the promotion spot by a single goal over Elton Lib Hargreaves and also Mill Hill Reserves, who are all on 4 points. At the bottom, it is Mill Hill, St. Peter, and Langholm Reserves, who have both yet to pick up a point after their opening 2 games this season. They are a point adrift from safety over Richmond Rovers. That is Leagues in Focus. Let's crack on here with the processing, shall we? We are 11 days to go until the next fixture. So we're going to get through that as quickly as we can. Should be a little bit quicker now that the transfer window is officially shut. So there is that, but okay. Nonetheless, let's see how we fare. I really, my concern is, ooh, that's sick. My friend Snicky got a new racing rig. So Snicky, if you're familiar, they do they do a lot of racing. So they do they're in Super Formula, I think, for AC. I think it's just on Assetto Corsa. They do iRacing. They play F1 with us as well. So they're getting a new racing rig, and part 1 of it delivered today, and they snapped a picture and showed me a picture of it, and I'm like, ooh, that's nice. So I'm excited. I'm excited for them. I'm excited to see if I don't know how quickly they how much pace it gives them. So, oh, that's really nice actually. Oh, that's really nice. Need to get Snicky the because they've got the same wheel I have. They have the PlayStation version, the G920. Um, so need to get them like like the base with the Fanatec. That's it. I couldn't think of that for a minute. Oh yeah. You know, but those are really really expensive. Um, and I don't have a place to mount it like on this desk, which is why I use the Logitech. Logitech will do you fine. I just hate dealing with G Hub Manager. I think it's just an awful piece of software. Like I really, whoa, hold on. That was like a big freeze, and I think that was FM just for a minute. I really might have been my. I was trying to see if it was my computer as well. So we're gonna say we're not interested in those players. Um, the Logitech wheel will do you fine. I mounted into this desk. It's a solid wooden desk, so I mounted into the desk. But getting yourself a racing rig with the chair would be nice. I don't think I have the space for that in this room. I think I could fit it, but the chair would be like. First off, it's only a 19-inch laptop screen. It's not like I have a monitor or whatever. It's a uh, or I don't even think it's 19. It might be a 17, but I'm pretty sure it's a 19. But anyway, so you're sitting way far back from the screen. Then it's not like you have the giant monitor. I don't have that, so it just wouldn't make sense for me right now. But I did eventually want to get one. I think they're really nice. But I mean, you're talking that investment is like between the monitor and the racing rig setup with the chair. You're talking like a $3,000-4,000 investment probably. So I don't know if that's the amount of money. I that's just I can't justify spending that. And I know you can get cheaper wheels or bases or whatever, but you know, if I was getting rid of the Logitech, it would have to be to upgrade to a Fanatec, and the base alone for those was like 1,500 minimum. So it's one of those things where it's like, am I going to pull the trigger on it? Probably not. Probably not anytime soon. So let's see. Nothing, just some news. We're going to keep going. We're 9 days away to the fixture. Oh, they've got tomorrow I get a monitor stand and a 34-inch ultra-wide curve monitor, and at some point after that, I get a new base, wheel rim, pedals. I'll have the Formula rims for single-seater GT cars and the round rim. You're gonna have you're gonna have two wheels. I, I, it makes sense, but like, bro, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know if I could make that kind of investment. So I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a very long time, by the way. I'm gonna launch Winamp. We're gonna play some music. There we go. We all remember Funky's Fuju. Oh yeah, great game. Uh, 8 days to go until the fixture. So against Langho under 21s. The game against Badger Casuals actually comes up pretty quick. They look like they're going to be pretty tough. Badger Casuals. They actually look like they might be the team to beat right now in this division, right? So my concern is like our run of form into that game, right? Because we've only got. I'd like to take care of business, starting with Langho under 21s, but these are all beatable teams, I think. So we're not going to make him available. He's still hurt. The rest are ongoing. I think that's fine. I have tried to sell Richie Towell, by the way, and he just won't go. He just won't go. He has 16 active interest, 18 rumored interest. So Whitegate even won him in the starting 11. Like, I like he's not got football here. There is no football here for Richie Towell, unfortunately. So why not move on, right? At least that's my mindset. But uh, so there's the thing, though. If Snicky does get the new wheel, well, I mean, I should say does get the new. They have the new wheel, but I might never out qualify them again. So this is Dancing Mad, one of the best boss themes. The whole of Dancing Mad. I know that's in 3 parts here in the MIDI player, and I'll let this go through. We'll play part 3. But then, but fancy seeing you here. I was just talking to you. What's up, Snicky? Uh, I was saying if you get the new racing wheel, I might never actually be able to out qualify you again in F1, and that makes me sad. That makes me very sad. No, it looks good. No, the Ferrari wheel is like, oh, I fucking love that wheel too. Like, I just love that wheel. I want one really bad, but I was saying like that the cost of this for me would be like 3 to 4 grand, and I don't think I want to put that kind of budget into it. Especially since F1 isn't even my main game. Like if all I played was F1, sure, but I don't know. I'm at a point where I have to take F1 in chunks, right? Because when I play F1 2012 and I play it and I'm on like easy and it's a casual drive, yeah, 3 to 4 grand. Because the seat, I would need the seat plus the rig, plus the base, plus the wheel, plus the, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, and I would need the monitor. I would need to get the, like, I was like, oh, okay. CalLogic under 18s win as car impresses. We beat Macclesfield Town under 18s 3-0. Lawrence and then Moke and then Hammonds. So Tyler Harrison's been, oh, he's only out 2-3 days. Tyler Harrison literally had a thigh strain, and now he's got another thigh strain. Mine is coming to probably less than a grand. What about the base, man? Isn't the base alone like 1,500? So, whew. So I thought the base alone was like 1,500. Oh, okay. And that's 600 quid, which is like 850 US. So you're not getting a direct drive. Gotcha. So the base is 200. That's probably like 200. That's probably somewhere around like 240, 250 USD. So it's not too bad. What else we got here? West Ham lost to fucking Villa. Okay. And the Union drew Montreal, who are at the top of the East. So that's actually a pretty good point. Villa are 6 wins from 6, by the way. Like, oh, they haven't played anybody good. Like, West Ham's the first decent team they played. They played Hull, 10th, Norwich, 19th, Chelsea, who's second, Southampton, 20th, and Brighton, 18th. So they haven't played anybody good yet. Um, remember the dodo bird? Anyway, uh, I did like that a test when it arrived today with my monitor a long way from the screen, and even with that, it felt so much better with an actual rig. I can actually have confidence on the brakes now. Let's go. Oh, I forgot to check if YouTube, or not YouTube, sorry, if Winamp is connected to the I think I don't have Winamp feeding to the VOD. I don't. Good. Um, I wanted to pause this because I wanted to play the full Dancing Mad in the full arrangement. So, is this the one? No, that's symphonic, which is fine, but I did want to play the original Dancing Mad. So what are my stats looking like now? Well, we're 2 games into the season, so I think you've scored a goal. But let me finish processing and then I will tell you. I know you tore up the off season. Like, see, I think this is the. Oh no, this is the original. There we go. Can you see all time stats? What do you mean by time stats? Oh, yeah. Here you are. Oh no, you have 2 goals this season. Career stats. So opening season, 8 goals, 4 assists, 18 games played, 2 player of the matches, 7.19. Second season, 16 games played. I think you were hurt for 2. You were hurt for 2 in the first one. You were hurt for 2 in the second season. 11 goals, 2 assists, 2 player of the match, 7.34. Third season, you missed 3 games, but scored 15 goals and 15 appearances with 2 assists, 2 player of the matches, 7.75. And so far, you have two appearances, 2 goals, 1 player of the match, 7.6. So, 36 goals and 51 appearances with 8 assists, 7 player of the matches, and a career average of 7.42. So, pretty solid stuff overall. Has to be said. All that is done in the league. We haven't had any cups. So I don't even think we're playing in a cup this season. I think we're not. So it's a few more levels before we get to the cups. This is Division 2, and I don't even think these guys have cups. No, they don't. So when do the cups come in? Is the question for me. This is Division 1. And let me look at Langho. They don't have anything but the league, so maybe the Premier Division, maybe Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League Premier Division. What do we got? Malstonbrook competition senior squad? No. Fucking hell. So we have to get out of the Amateur and Cheshire. How's Twinkle doing? Let me see. Twinkle. Okay, so Twinkle is a defensive midfielder, so you have to remember. 18 appearances out of 20. 2 goals. He was hurt for 1. We subbed everybody out last games. 2 goals, 1 assist, 2 bookings, 1.1 tackles per 90, 87% pass rating, and a 7.02. Second season, 18 played, so the whole season. 1 goal, 7 assists, 1 player of the match, 3 bookings, and a 7.29 with a 1.49 tackles per 90 and an 87% passing percentage. And then last season, again, all 18 games, 2 goals, 4 assists, 3 player of the matches, 1 yellow, 1.19 tackles per 90, and 88% passing percentage, and 7.83 was the rating, or 7.38 was the rating. So all of y'all have been improving over the years, despite the increase in the competition standards, right? Obviously, but getting promoted. So, is there anybody else you'd like? Actually, I don't know if I can go to me. I can go to mine. I'm a defender. Uh, 4 goals, 18 in games. As a defender, that's pretty good. 2 of them were from the spot. 1.29 tackles per 90, 91% pass rating, and then second division or second year, 16 appearances out of 18, 2 goals, 1.05 tackles per 95 bookings, 91% passing, and then the third year, 18 appearances, 5 goals, 3 from the spot, 4 bookings, 1.31 tackles per 90, 90% passing percentage. So pretty solid stuff. Oh, how is Frankenfen was still in the team and Parks? Yes, everybody's been made to stay on the team. We try to sign them legitimately, and then if we can't, we finagle them back. That's kind of what happened here. Southampton plucked me, and then I just fucking moved myself back to the club. But Parks, let's go over Parks. Parks as a defender left-right. 19 out of 20 games, 1 off the bench. 1 goal, 6 assists, 1.2 or 3.4 tackles per 90, 87% passing percentage. 3 bookings, 7.01 was the rating. Second season, 16 out of 18 16 appearances at 18 games, 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 bookings, 1.62 tackles per 90. That's pretty high. That's really good. 87% passing percentage. And then the 7.09 rating. And then the last season, all 18 games, 4 assists, 4 bookings, 1.74 tackles per 90, 90% passing percentage, 7.17. So the last person you said is Frack. Good old Frackin' Fenwa. 17 appearances out of 20, but I think he wasn't on the team right at the start of the season, if I remember correctly. 3 goals, 11 assists, 2 bookings, 1.61 tackles per 90, and an 88% passing rating, and then where he had a 7.69 rating in the fucking league. That's insane. All 18 appearances or all 18 games for the second season. 2 goals, 4 assists, 4 bookings, 2.62 tackles per 90. Wow. 89% passing percentage, 7.08 rating, and then last season, 17 out of 18 games, 2 goals, 5 assists, 4 bookings, 1.64 tackles per 90, 88% passing, and a 7.05 rating. So Frack doing well as well, I have to say. So good old Frack and Fenwa. I hope you know other Football Manager streams that I watch when I'm not streaming. I've collected a few points, enough points in a few of them that, because some of the channel redemptions for those, which I have to do here as well, but some of them are like mine, rename a new gen, and I have redeemed them and named them Adebayo Frackin' Fenwa. So there's a few FM streamers that have Frackin' Fenwa rolling around in their safe. That's gold. Absolute menace to society, me. We got 5 days to go until the next fixture. Yeah. I was like, I have to do it, man. There's no way I can't not do it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. It's been fun. You know what? There's a good streamer called Bizarre Brigade, and he does a little America save, and it's a brilliant idea. Basically, if you save up enough points, and it's not a lot, it's like 5,000, you can create a player in his game because he's playing as a Hungarian team, and they have extremely lax international player laws. So most of the team isn't even Hungarian. And but you can create a player within the save somewhere in the world, and you roll for your starting potential ability. So like you can start with a potential ability that's under 100, 100 to 120, 121 to 140, et cetera, right? And I created Frackin' Fenwa in that game, and he's like terrible. I got like awful starting rolls, so he's like He's like delivering DoorDash as he plays football in like Korea or something. Unlucky spawn, really unlucky spawn. So, uh, but as you watch his stream and you collect more points, you can actually improve his stats over time, which is nice. So, and he only gives you a new gen, so he only gives you like a 16-year-old kid. So you definitely have time in his save to like build him up to something. But some people start like they roll or he spins a wheel, like an online wheel, and it lands on like 175 potential ability to start, and you're just like a 16-year-old wonder kid at like Inter Milan or something. You know what I mean? Like it's just it, he's over in Korea, and like the first season after I created him, he was not good and he didn't start at all. And then after working on him a little bit, he starts now he starts occasionally, I should say, for the Korean club he's at. But I'm not signing Bruce. His potential is only a 3.5 star. So uh, uh yeah, these guys can still stay on the under 18s. We don't have a league for the under 21. So um, but we've got good support. Uh, the coaching course will do at the end of the season. That's fine. Um, so, but yeah, solid stuff. So I'm thinking about what to do for FM25 because it's going to be a brand new engine apparently, right? If we can port the save over, we probably will. Um, in all honesty, why am I getting a call from there? So we'll probably carry the save over into FM25. Um, I I've started to think about what I'm going to do after all the players retire because like obviously we're going to be on the team till we're like 35 or something like that, and then we have to think about retiring, right? Or the game's going to have some of the players retired. So what do we do then? Like, do we make them coaches? Do we see if they become coaches and sign them for CLG? Like, I haven't thought about that yet, and I have about I want to say about maybe 15 seasons to think about it. We are in season 4, so uh, I completed offline after work today. I completed my first season in FM10 actually, and I'm doing a specific challenge in that game, and that game is difficult. We were not a good team, and at the start, and we became a decent team. But I won both county cups. One maybe luckily. Uh, in fact, I shouldn't say maybe luckily. We totally screwed the shit out of the other team. Like we played the division winners in one of our county cups, and we got outshot 16-2. Both our shots hit the woodwork, but they were the only shots we had. Um, they hit the woodwork once. Our keeper made I think 4 saves, and we actually went down to 10 men via injury in the 105th minute. Still somehow managed to keep it goalless, and then our keeper saved all 3 pens that he faced, and we won the we won the shootout for the cup. And I'm like, I feel so bad for you guys because they should have won the double by all means. Like they were a phenomenal team, and they should have won the double, but we managed to beat them to the cup. And then I played a relegation candidate for the Premier Cup. So that was a Division One cup I won on pens, and then I actually played the final of the Premier Cup, which is division Combined Counties Division One and Combined Counties Premier Division in the same cup. And I think I had Bedfont, and they were like, I think the division above us is 20, like 4 teams, and the bottom 2 go down, and Bedfont was like 20th or 21st. Like they were not a good team, and we finished 4th in our league, and I beat them 2-0. So we won both county cups. We finished 4th in the league, didn't get promoted because only second place makes the interleague playoffs in that save, and first goes up. So you have to be really good to get out of your division. Um, but uh, Scouting update. Yeah, but it's the end of season 1. So I need to sign a striker because I signed 3 strikers, right, in that save that I scouted throughout the season. And my scout said these are all amazing strikers. Like this guy's going to be incredible. And collectively, they scored 6 goals in 55 games. They were fucking terrible. We got carried by our midfielders who were scoring most of the goals. So I actually fired my scout over that, and I hired another scout with a better reputation. And now I have him scouting strikers because I desperately need one. At the time after I fired him, it was like March, and I'm like, I'm just gonna get to the end of the season. Like we were predicted to finish 21st, and the board said, "Can you finish mid-table?" And we were at that point, I think, like third or sixth. I think we were sixth, and I'm like, we pretty much got mid-table on lock. Let's just go for like I'll worry about strikers in the off season when everyone's wanting to move. So, because remember the transfer window actually closes. There is an amateur transfer window, and it closes March to May. So I'm like, look, we're running up against the transfer window. I'll just worry about it in the off season. I'll get through this season. Thankfully, we won the cups, which the fans are like overjoyed at because the club has never won anything in 86 years. And we won 2 in the same season. So I'm like, that's going to keep me in the seat for at least a whole nother season. Like, even if the boards that come to me and be like, you got to finish like top 3 and we don't, like winning the 2 cups will keep me in the seat. So I don't care if the Chase steps up. I just want somebody to sign him. Like he has been transfer listed for over a year, and he has had all these offers come through, and I've accepted every single one of them, and he hasn't fucking moved. Like I should, and I have nothing against Richie Towell. He's a decent player. He's a decent prospect, but he just has no future at this club, man. And I don't want to keep a player that just has no future at this club. So. Great song. Really one of the best final boss themes in all of Final Fantasy. To me, this is better than One Winged Angel. One Winged Angel is amazing. Don't get me wrong, but Dancing Mad is actually an orchestral masterpiece. Like One Winged Angel is just a phenomenal piece of music. Dancing Mad is like a, a orchestral masterpiece. So I actually think Jehovah is a better song than One Winged Angel from FF7. I think Jehovah's battle theme is great. The final one, especially when you face Jehovah the final time, I think that is just incredible. Like it feels like a boss fight. As a piece of music, Final Fantasy, the One Winged Angel is probably better than Jehovah, but as a boss fight theme, Jehovah is definitely better. I think. So controversial opinion, I know. I'm about to play Jehovah. She had Jehovah had Geneva, not Jehovah. Shit, fucking so stupid me. Geneva. Oh my god. I thought Geneva had like 2 or 3 different themes. I'm seeing 2. I don't want the remake, and I don't want the dual mix. So this is this the first time you face, or is this the second time? I don't know. Because there's Geneva Absolute as well. I think this is definitely the first time. This is the first time, yeah. It's been ages since I played FF7. And I kind of don't want to ever play it again. But there's parts of that game that creep me out, actually. Okay, let's kick this off with the first question from Jamie Wilson, ITV Sport. You must be after reaction following such a disappointing result against Cologne United. Yeah, uh, you'd think. We conceded against 10 men, so it's important that we respond to setbacks in the right way. And I'm looking for that sort of performance here. Will Cookies be going straight back into your team after injury, given importance for plans? I want him back on the team as soon as possible because he makes us a better team. What do you say to those that claim Sneaky as neither the passing range nor the composure excel in your style of play? That's absolute rubbish. They're a quality player, and I won't hear a word said against him. Uh, Jack Lemon, MD, as you're well aware, has physical attributes rarely seen in other players. How much does that help you in the way you set up your team? I'm still lucky to have such a game-changing talent like him in my squad. Where's my trash talk translator when I need him? Like fucking Konekun would have eaten that question up, man. Like shit. Oh yeah, this is yeah okay. This would be a decent walkout song. I have an idea. Let me add that to my notes. Uh, great song. All right. We there is a fixture clash. We do know about that. Oh God. But we should be okay. Cookie's doubtful, torn hamstring. I'm telling you right now, he's not going to play. But we will be able to play him in the next game probably against Standish St. Wilfrid's Reserve. See, that's only 2 weeks, or that's only a week. So there's still a chance that he can't. The Union lost to Houston. That's going to dent playoff hopes, man. They're falling apart. The Union are actually playing tonight, IRL, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on in that game. Oh, did they score? They scored! The Union have scored 3 goals in the first half and are just clicking. Fuck, you got to be kidding me. Really? 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 We actually did beat this team when we went up to New England, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because they took the red card. So we beat them earlier in the season. Uh, New England's doing a good job of preventing shots in dangerous areas, but the Unions are creating an attacking third. Jose Martinez went down the penny area. He is on his feet. Looks fine to continue. Ty Baribo finds the goal in the 30th minute. Baribo's playing fucking great, man. Glesnes scores. And Baribo scored again. I used to, PHL Soccer Now is a phenomenal Twitter account. It's at PHL Soccer Now, and they literally said I used to pray for times like these. Bang, bang, banger tweet. So, but they're 3-0 up. Oh my goodness. So, Baribo's playing. Where the fuck? Like, it makes you wonder if maybe Baribo should have been starting sooner. Do you know what I mean? It always makes you wonder. But I don't know. Like it just I don't know. That was Genova Absolute. This is Genova spelled out. This is the final theme. This is the theme I was talking about. Cone versus Standish St. Wilfrid's Reserves is the marquee matchup. We've got Langho under 21s as well. Lim Reserves got Badger Casuals. That's a huge game on Sunday. That will have big implications for us as well. Towel Sparkles in Counterlogic under 18s. Oh man, he's transfer listed as well. I think he is transfer listed, isn't he not? No, he's loan listed though. Corey Ammons, is he loan listed? I'm pretty sure he is loan listed actually. Yeah, he's available for loan. Corey Hammond scored in the opening minute, then Francis Wissa in the 76th tied it. But Richie Towell in the 88th and Counterlogic under 18s have beaten Hemel Hempstead under 18s to stay top of the pile. Nicely done. Liam McKenzie's injured. He's out 6 to 8 weeks. A groin strain. Wow. Oh my God. And Corey Hammonds, who scored the goal, is out 5 to 7 weeks with a groin strain as well. So Cookies is not ready for a fitness test at this moment in time. That is kind of to be expected, actually. So we've got a big game coming up. Santiago Mata needs to be marked tightly at all times. Do it. Let's have a cheeky save before the game, and then we'll get into it, shall we? Wow. Fucking no way. No. No way. So the Union striker that's playing is Ty, T-A-I, Ty Baribo. And the MLS app has him as Ty, T-H-A-I. And somebody said spicy stuff from our man Ty. And somebody responded saying, wearing a thigh burrito jersey to Saturday's game. That is, oh my God. So, oh God, that's funny. Anyway, whew. Let's get into the game, shall we? Submit team. Here we go. Spaps is still confused at why he's being given what he's asked for, essentially. They have made, holy shit, they've made 7 changes from their last game. And they switched to a 4-4-2 from a 4-2-3-1. So they're playing a little bit more defensive against us. But they have no manager as well because it's the under 21 side. So this match we should be winning. I wanted to say, where's the bounce back one? You know what I mean? But okay, I guess we don't get that luxury, do we?
I owe allegiance to no entity. I intend to live by my own code now.
Put on the right. Oh my goodness me! Bizarre Brigade with the raid. I actually just tapped out to get the walkout music ready, and I was like, oh, I have to close some Twitch streams that have gone offline since then. And I looked at yours, and I'm like, why is my page open? But you've come and raided. Welcome, Raiders. Such odd timing. How was your stream, Bizarre? Why is fracking Fenwa still shit? He is beloved here on this channel, okay? And he's actually going to play. Frack is playing in this game coming up, actually. So, but yeah, how was your stream? Let me know how it was. In fact, he's actually in this. Where is he on the start? He's right here. Frack is right here. He's inspired. Whoa, I almost spilled water. He's inspired after I told the team that they should be fucking winning this game. Let's get into it, though, shall we? Without further ado. And our walkout song Hey, the stream was good. I don't know how to pronounce it, and you say it all the time, and I still don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Guillemot through to the semifinal in the Conference League? You play Napoli. Oh, Jesus Christ. Congrats on your amazing run. Here's Napoli for you. Like, fuck. But fair play. That's a hell of a run. We're underway here in the Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League, Division 3. So we've got Langho under 21s against us. We are Counter Logic FC. For those new to the channel who may not be aware, we are playing a bottom to the top save. We started in level 20. We are now in level 17. I'll be lurking, dude, going to make dinner. Enjoy. Let me know what you're making as well, by the way. I had chicken fajitas tonight. They were excellent. Oh, Snicky, go on. But yeah, I'll be back. All right, cool. So for those that aren't aware, we're doing bottom to top. We're in level 17. This is Counter Logic FC. So Counter Logic Gaming was an esports organization that died last year. Every player on this team, with the exception of Brent Brindley, who we signed, and he's only in because our normal midfielder is injured. But every player that you see on the team are in some way affiliated with the old Counter Logic Gaming, whether it was Snicky, who was a fan and commentated them, myself, who was a fan and commentated them, Parks, who was a fan and commentated them, Frack, who was good friends with one of the former players, or genuinely like a Konikun, Shiamis, Brat, Jack Lemon, MD, all fans of the club or the League of Legends team that they had. I was a fan of the Counter-Strike team that they had. So we are all connected to CLG. We've recreated CLG as a football club, and that is who we're playing as. So in an attempt to get them up from the depths of English football into really as high as we can go. That is a yellow card for Konikun for stopping a promising attack. Players, we're going to have to tell them to ease off tackles now. So, because 6 minutes in, he took a booking. I mean, it had to be a booking. You couldn't say that was anything but a booking. But that is a good ball, back post, and it's headed out for a corner. We're still feeling our way out in this league. It's kind of interesting because the first season we were good. We were beating teams. We were drawing teams, and then as the season came along, we got really good. And then the previous 2 seasons, we've kind of blown the leagues out of the water. And we've come up to this division now, and we're not having as easy a time. We won 2-0 our opening game, but we drew 1-1 against 10 men in our last game. And our opening game, we won 2-0, but we got absolutely peppered. I mean, they had like 16 shots. We were... not the best. That is way too heavy a touch. And you're offsides anyway, Shiamis. So it's one of those things like, is the promotion engine going to stall out here in level 17? And what can we do to get better? We're obviously not going to try and change the lineup because we want to keep playing with the community members. But what else can be done maybe to get us back to winning ways? We still haven't lost, granted. We're on an unbelievable run of unbeaten games, but it's just the fact that it's not looking, we've had to really struggle. Sticky, though, from the ball over the top. And we lead 1-0. I say that and we lead 1-0. But the team hasn't looked good in the first 2 games. I'll put it that way. That leapfrogs us above Badger Casuals and Limb Reserves, who are playing each other tomorrow. So that's a big one there, that game. That's a great one. This is going to be a tight offsides call. I think they're on. They're on. It's a really good ball over the top. Like, what a ball. So, just really, really good stuff. And we lead 15 minutes in. Snicky in the 14th from Twinkle. So, I say we struggle and watch us blow this team out of the water, but they are struggling, Lang Ho. They are, I think, 8th in a division. There is only 10 teams in the division, so you only play 18 games. So you got to be on form, like, right from the word go. You can't have these, like, slow starts like you do in the Prem sometimes, or League One or Championship or something, and you go, oh, it's a long season, 46 games. You got to be right. You got to be good right from the go. Spaps! Oh, that's brilliant. From Frack, there's no way he should have scored that. The defender absolutely fell asleep. Jeffs on the back post completely lost his man. Let's see this. Frack. And, I mean, Jeffs didn't see. He didn't watch the run. And Spaps gets the goal. So we are 2-0 up inside 20 minutes. I say we struggle, and now we're blowing a team away as well. The XG, 3 shots, averaging .22 XG for each shot. Like, that is amazing. But again, this is a team that is struggling. We played Rolls reserves who were media prediction was pretty low actually. They were not predicted to be very competitive this season. And they played us really tough. That was the one they peppered us, but we still managed to win 2-0. And then we played Cone, who was expected to be terrible this season. Oh, Snicky, and that's good tackle. But then we played Colton United, who were expected to be not very good this season at all. And we were 1-0 up, couldn't find a second. And they went down to 10 men on a red card. And it was a very deserved. That is a great turn from Brindley. Finish it, Brindley. Oh, he shot it well wide. He hasn't even troubled the keeper. But yeah, after they went to, then they scored in the 92nd minute or 90th plus 2 minute, the second minute of stoppage time. And we drew 1-1. That was our home opener, by the way. So congrats on being your first ever home game in the 17th tier of England. Here's the fucking 1-1 draw. And if you look, it kind of upsets me that all of our draws and our wins, or a majority of, all of our losses and our draws, a majority of them are at home over the course of the last 3 seasons. I would have preferred them to be away, but so there are people here, despite the fact that there's nobody in the stands. I don't know what the attendance is. It should appear in the second half. If not, we'll see after the match. We were averaging last season about 100 fans. It's a 300-seater, so we're not going to have a ton of fans. That's a good ball, but it's cut out. Twinkle, have a go. Oh, my word. Oh, that was agonizingly close. That was terribly close. That's a good win from Snicky, but where's the ball going, mate? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know. Anyway, need to come back and maybe contest in midfield for it. Anyway, here is the great frackin' Fenwa now. Frack for Twinkle. Brindley. Got space on the right here. Got Spaps there on the right. We'll find him. Spaps with room to run. Got Parks making the overlap, or at least trying to stay with it for a potential overlap. Brindley nicely done. Too heavy a touch. Burns just going to take the ball right off his feet. Swinglehurst is going to, what a name, Swinglehurst, is going to boot it clear. So, half hour gone. A little more of that now. We've still limited them to no shots, which is brilliant. Akonikun, Brindley, Spaps. Might be off here. Flag's going to go up. Yep, flag is up. We've dominated momentum as well, looking at that chart at the bottom, so that's good. Spaps on the right. Parks getting ready to make the overlap. Again, it's cut back for him. He doesn't put the cross in right away. I don't know why. There's the cross. Snicky could win that. Snicky does, and that is... Oh, I'm sorry. No, the defender did. And that's going out for a corner here. 40th minute. 40th minute corner. Sheamus to take it. Sheamus has been booked? I didn't realize Sheamus has been booked. I think I told Akoni-kun to ease off tackles. Yeah, I did. But I need to tell Sheamus because he's been booked as well. It is the 2nd minute of added time here at the end of the first half. Spaps has it. Twinkle in center midfield looking for options. Good ball. Good ball on the right to Parks. Parks, what are you going to... He's offsides. That's halftime. 2-0, dominating performance. They have not gotten on a shot away, so they have nothing on the XG chart. We're playing really, really well. Our crossing's been poor, but yeah, because we've pumped so many of them in. Brat's looking complacent, but we are going to say, there you go. Brat's looking complacent because he hasn't had anything to do. Usually Brat is very professional, but he's been sitting back there with nothing to do. He's been our hero the first two games, really. But we are we're defensively a lot better right now, and we are doing all right. Let's see here. Okay. No, that wasn't what I thought it was. Okay, cool. So Sheamus going to run this down. 47th minute now. Here's Twinkle. Akoni-kun. Back for Jack. Back for, I believe it was, it was Brindley, the Spap, Snicky. Could shoot. That is a good save from Swinglehurst. Tight angle. I wasn't expecting that a goal out of that, but to get it out for a corner is probably what you would take from that position. Frack takes the corner. Back post. Swinglehurst does glove it down. So we have to think about maybe around the 60th minute swapping out the cards. Jackson. That's going in. Jack heads it. Frack should run it down. Now we can break if we want. This player needs to come in more. There you go. There you go. Good find for Jack. Now the ball could have gone there quickly. Sheamus is out of space here. This ball needs to go back. Twinkle's got it. What can he do? Twinkle through the center. Oh, lovely stuff. Spap's got plenty of space now. Holds it up for Parks. Parks is going to send him down the line now. Spap's still on side. Cross comes in. Back post. Farley will head it out. It will be another corner. South Manchester pulling one back versus Old Blackburnians reserves. Here's Frax with the corner. And Swinglehurst will grab that one. So, 51st minute now. Here's Costa. Jones. Oh, that's a bad giveaway. Snicky's got it. What could they do with it, Snicky? They've made a turn. Cut back pass maybe. Twinkle's there. Sheamus is there. Somebody shoot! Why have you waited? Why have you waited until there's like that many bodies in your path, man? Just shoot the ball. The cut. Snicky could have taken it themselves. Totally was an option. They didn't, so they went for the cutback pass. Totally perfectly fine, but that first time, Twinkle should have had that on goal. That's a header in. Swinglehurst. There's two Swinglehursts? Sam Swinglehurst and Roan Swinglehurst. But Sam will head it clear and boot it clear. Parks will have to run that down, and will do so. 53rd minute now. We are really dominating this game. So Sheamus with the cross, back post. Spaps is there! Oh, and Swinglehurst has flubbed it. Swinglehurst should have had that, and he's completely flubbed it. That should not. There's no way this should be a goal. Like that wasn't even a powerful header. I don't know what in the world is that dive, man. What was that? That was terrible. That was absolutely atrocious. Which I know people are going to be like, well, it's level 17, of course, but like goalkeepers haven't even been that bad, like for, you know what I mean? Like, that just was, oh my God. Anyway, that's a ball out for Spaps. He might be able to catch up with that. Can he? Oh, he's just kept it in. She misses on the back post. Costa has had to put that out. I have an AMC, and do I have an AML? I do. McKendy. So the AMC is going to come in. That's going to be column Tom set. And then the yes, Simon Roger McKendy will come in as well. So there's two changes. They're both upset for some godforsaken reason. But we're going to praise the team because we're 3-0 up. I got to celebrate you, baby. I got to praise you like I should. Here's Sam Swinglehurst. Pablo. Mata. That is an awful shot. It just gives us a goal kick. So I got to think about replacing me as well down there. So Brindley on the right. Spaps. This is, I was going to say Snicky might get to that, but they can't beat the two defenders. So we'll go out for a corner here in the left-hand side. Frack will take it. It's going to be booted in. Who's going to add right to Swinglehurst, man. Our corners are not great. I will say that. I don't know why. We've worked on them time and time again. They're just not great. Here's Spaps again. Parks. Ben Brindley. I'm thinking this has to either somebody has to run it down the line. Parks is going to do that now. They gave him the space. Spaps tucked in, took the man with him. Oh, McKendy's there. McKendy back across the face of goal. That actually took a deflection too. Like, whoa. And that will be out for a corner here. Rolls reserves. 63rd minute goal from Jerome Phillip has put them ahead of Carlton Sports Club. And Langho under 21s have made a change as well. So there is that. Roan Swinglehurst here. He's going to put it back in play. Old school sub rules down in these divisions, by the way. These lower divisions, old school subs. You get to name 5. You get to make 3. That's it. Oh, Spaps first time. I think offsides, the flag could have gone up. McKendy's there, and that's blocked and out for a corner. It's funny because I was playing FM10 offline today after work, and it was it's the same. Obviously, it was before all the changes to the laws. So no VAR, nothing. Oh, what a header! And an even better save from Swinglehurst. But FM10 is before a lot of the rule changes that we know. So no matter, like the Premier Division, for example, you're allowed to name 7 subs. That's it. And like that was newish. So everybody else you're allowed to name like 5, and you still get them. And even in the Premier League, even though you named 7 subs, oh, good save from Brat. you still can only make 3. It's just old. Like it's just such an old game that the sub rules are completely different. Here's Mata. Coral. Oh, was that off the post? Blimey. Got 2 chances there. Here's Mata with a free kick again. Twinkles put that out. It will be a corner here. 73rd minute for Langho under 21s. They're still angry. They're so hangry. Let me swap myself out for Sam Wellman. Sam Wellman is like the super sub, man. That's fine. I'm pretty sure. Does he play in that position? I'm pretty sure he plays in this position. He does. Sam Wellman plays everywhere up the center of the pitch pretty much. I don't really play him at DM, but I've played him at striker now. I've played him at midfield, and now he's coming in and playing as defensive center. So as a center back, I should say, defensive side, center back. So that's a good ball over the top for Tomset. Really good ball. Tomset here has got options. He goes for the curler in the back post, and Sam Swinglehurst will head it wide. Maps runs it down on the far side. The cross comes back in, and Duase will put it out. It will be a corner for CLG here. Frack to take the corner. And Swinglehurst will glove it, man. These corners have not been particularly too great. 10 minutes and stoppage to go now. Parks takes the throw. This has got to come back through the middle. Wellman's got to be careful here. He's being pressured. It's got to go back to Jack. Yep, Jack. Now you can bring it forward. Now you can bring it to the midfield. To the midfield. To the midfield. There you go. Turn. You guys, you got to turn on it, man. You got all the space. You're looking at it, right? You're facing if the space is here, all here, and you're not here, you're facing the space. When you take that ball, it's easy for you to scan it. So you should scan it, and then when you take that, as you call for it, and then when you take that ball, you could just turn it into the space right off the touch. You just leave your foot a little open, and you put it into the space. And then now you can assess your options. Now you're center of the pitch. Okay, yeah, you're not going to be able to shoot. You're 35 yards out or whatever, but you're at least center of the pitch, and you can look and assess your options on the left and right. Because now if you say, oh, I've got a guy making a run on the far side, I can feed that ball through. Or if the defense is coming up and now I got a space over the top, I can play that ball over the top on the right. Like, you just have to use that first touch. So, meanwhile, first touch here. That is a pen. He's offsides. Spaps is offsides. That was almost the pen. It would have been a pen had Spaps not been offsides. So, Flannery taking this ball up the right-hand side. Flannery with a cross coming in. Parks will clear it. Spaps will run it down for Tomset. Snicky's here. Snicky going to feed it over to Mukendi. Mukendi to Twinkle. To Brindley. Snicky, good feed. Good touch from Snicky. And Swinglehurst will stop the shot. It's really well done by Snicky to get that ball off. Snicky's now got 3. By the way, that opening goal by Snicky is their 3rd in as many games at the start of the season. So our striker is scoring well. They're scoring very well, but they just, that's that one draw that bothers me. If we win the next 5, I'm not going to be as bothered. But it's like, it bothered me last season when we drew versus the worst team in the league at home, 2-2. And I was like, we just drew the worst team in the league. Like, you know what I mean? They had 2 points, and we drew them. It was like 10 games into it was like 8 games into the season or something. Oh, that's good. Move the ball. Mukendi's on the left. Mukendi here. What can he do? He's got to hold the ball up. He went too deep, so it had to go back to Frack. He's found himself space. Brindley, and it's skied. Here's Swinglehurst to get us restarted here in the 88th minute. Snicky wins the header. Mukendi's got it. It's going to go all the way back for Brott. We're going to reset the field here. Wellman. Sam Wellman. Brindley. Oh, she's cut out by Mata. It's a good tackle. Pablo has it over to Sam Swinglehurst. So for Mata, they can bring the ball forward. They're in a little bit of a pocket of space. They look for the pass across the pitch. Frack will cut that out. Nicely done. Mukendi has it. Can we turn and burn? Mukendi over the top for Snicky. Oh, I was going to say they were making a run, but they find Brindley in good space. Brindley here. Spaps. Stay on, boys. Brindley. He's in space himself, and Swinglehurst has put that out for a corner. Frack will take it on the left as we enter the final minute of the 90s. Swinglehurst will grab it again. Still, Frack on these corners, man, has not been good today. Ball punted forward. It goes right to Jack. Jack will head it over to Twinkle. Here we come again. Oh, that's a good ball. That's a Phenomenal ball for Mukendi. Mukendi here. Back to Thompson. And Thompson's shot goes off Costa for a corner. But what a ball to Mukendi. Like, that was just, oh, God. That's highlight reel stuff. Jack will take the corner now. He's taking the corners on the right because Sheamus, who normally does, has been subbed off. That one's going in. Quarrel jumps up. That one's over. But just over. And into the side netting from Wellman. 4 minutes of added time. We are in the third. Frack would have thrown deep in a defensive third. Here's Tomset. Tomset will turn. That's given to Jack. And now we can build. I was going to say, you have an option right here instead of midfield. Brindley's got an option right. That is not a good pass. It needed to be a lot stronger, and it wasn't. Now it is Langho under 21s. That pass wasn't good. Frack did well to cut that out. Here is Mukendi for Tomset. Tomset's got a bit of a heavy touch. Has to go for Snicky. Snicky finds Spaps on the right. Spaps got plenty of space to run, and Spaps, he's waiting for you to fill the gap. Twinkle over the top for Parks, who's out of position, but has to be because the gap wasn't filled back here. Here's Parks on the cross. Thompson's there. It's over the top. And that might be the last action of the game. Swinglehurst to get us restarted. We have played the 4 minutes. Does the ref blow right away? I think you do. It's 3-0. He does. And that is sweet, sweet victory for our CLG boys. Snicky in the 14th, Spaps in the 16th, Spaps again in the 53rd. It's enough to earn him player of the match with an 8.5. Solid stuff. Dominated momentum this time, thankfully. Really dominated the whole game. I mean, 2.22, 3 shots, 31% possession. We needed to respond, and we did. So, they're all happy. And a solid win, it has to be said, over Langho under 21s. Sweet victory, yeah. Let's check what goes on elsewhere in the league. Standish, St. Wilfrid's reserves, a 44th minute goal from George Lofthouse will sink Cone United. They dropped to 8th. We beat Langho under 21s 3-0. That actually drops Langho into the drop. They are now in the relegation zone by a point. Rolls Reserves 63rd minute goal from Jerome Phillip will rise Rolls Reserves above Carlton Sports Club, not just in the game, but also in the table by 3 points. South Manchester fall to Old Blackburnians Reserves. It was Richard Lee in the 19th minute before Ian Dixon in the 48th got one back after Leiden Sweating's 40th minute goal. But then Andrew Anderson was dismissed 59 minutes into the game, and South Manchester suffered their third defeat in as many games as Old Blackburnians Reserves lift themselves out of the bottom 3 with their opening win of the season. Not a surprise here. Really, if you look at last season, South Manchester were in the drop, and they came out of the drop on the last day of the season. And then Cone United were in the drop for 15 games, and I think they got like a win and 2 draws in their last 3 games, and managed to just wiggle out of the relegation zone. So it was one of those things where both those teams you knew had work to be done going into this season. It does not look like that work has really been done much. So let's see. Is it still 3-0? It is still 3-0. The Union have a 1.7 to 0.01 XG. Reds had 3 shots at half. Union had 11, 5 of which were on target. Baribo has a hat trick. After providing 2 assists in the first half tonight, the Philly Union's Kai Wagner became the only defender in MLS to produce at least 30 assists across the last 3 seasons. Wagner is also the 7th player in the league, regardless of position, to have achieved that feat. That's actually incredible. Revs got a goal, and someone immediately one of the Revs fan accounts posted the Chris Paul hits huge 3 to cut lead down the 42. That's fucking great. Ty Rebo had a hat trick. Oh my god. So that's good. The Union we're going to win a game. Let's attend the post-match press conference and kick this off with Cameron Clark from Mundial. That's now an impressive 30 matches since CLG FC lost at the Faithful Wall. Can we keep this going? Teams don't want to come here right now, and I can see why. We just don't look like losing at home right now. How much did you enjoy Spab's performance? I have to be pleased after that. He had a good game. That's the entire press conference, okay? But that is apparently the entire press conference. Our unbeaten run is now 50 games stretching across the last really 3.5 seasons. I will 100% take it. And we move to the top of the table, but first and second are both on 6 points. That is Badger Casuals and Lim Reserves, and they play each other immediately when I'm done saving this game. For those on YouTube who watch the VODs, this was CLG FC episode 59. Thankfully, return to form. We'll see you for the big 6-0 in the next one. Until then, take care.